Welcome to the You Heard podcast with your hosts, Ben, Joe, and CP. We're here to cover everything related to Miami Hurricanes football, from hot topics to pre- and post-game analysis.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it.
No, let's talk about that right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate this. I'm saying, like, I don't appreciate.
What did you say? What are we talking about, son?
Get into our topic.
I feel keeping it a buck.
You heard?
You see it. Remember, thumbs together, all fingers pointed, man. Ain't no separation here. They still got to get that right on college football. I see a lot of this. You know what I mean? I see a lot of I don't like it. So they got to get that right. Hopefully on the update.
They got to get a lot of shit right on that game, man.
Yeah. I did find Chris Johnson. Update on that. I did find him. I didn't understand how he wasn't on the game day roster, but a random motherfucker number 10 was, which also was a fast motherfucker though. Like, I need to turn him into somebody because I don't know who he is, but I think it's like Derek Compton or some shit. I need to turn him into somebody. Shout out to Michael, man. And Traffic, you know what I'm saying, checking out the pod. Appreciate you, man. Remember, man, if you don't catch it all, we're available everywhere at midnight, so you can listen to the rest of it tomorrow. You can go to the website, check it out, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. But yeah, man.
We getting close, people. We getting close, man. The season is almost here. Camp is about to start.
A week away.
I think we got 5 more Saturdays, something like that. You know, so August is gonna fly by, man. My birthday coming up. You know, I'm gonna make
Leo
that
season
a week-long celebration. I'm gonna try, and then
BKK in the building.
After that, it's time, man. See y'all in Orlando. All the people going.
Yeah, we got update on that, man. If y'all coming out to the watch party, we got 5 more openings. All of a sudden, thought it was booked up, sold out. We got 5 more openings. This thing just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So holla at Lex.
My wife ain't going. I paid a 30, so somebody could use a 30.
Yeah,
I paid 2 30s.
You did pay 2 30s. You know what I mean? Yeah. Holla at us, man. Holla at Lex at AFC Crew. They'll be on. I think they're back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, with the show. So holla at them. Reach out to him.
I need to let Lex know that there's a 30 out there, man.
There's a free 30 out there if y'all want to come out and join us, man. It's gonna be all love, man. It's gonna be a great time. You know what I'm saying? It's a private party, private event. Shout out to Lex, shout out to the whole Flow family. Shout out to John in the WhatsApp group chat. There's a wild boy. Shout out to everybody, man. What up, Tony Toka? I'm not gonna say that last one. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Yeah, man. Hope everybody's doing well, man. Look, Joe, we're a week away, fam. We're a week away from camp starting. Big news. Big news. Fletcher is healthy for the start of camp. That was a big worry. Now, obviously, we got some insurance policy because of Damian Martinez that I do have 2,200 rushing yards with this college football season.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
How big is that, Joe, to have Mark Fletcher?
Yeah, man, it just makes shit more lethal. You know what I mean? I wanted to talk about, we probably won't get to it today, but we're gonna talk about or rank the best groups in the ACC, position groups. You know what I mean? So pre-Mark Fletcher, you know, I would probably rank. I was gonna rank Miami probably 2 or 3 in the league. Now I think it's complete. It's complete.
Numero uno, right? With Fletcher, 100%. It's numero uno.
Yeah. Well, Damian Martinez and Fletcher split carries, which I like. Because I don't like all the beating. I don't like the beating Mark Fletcher takes. You know what I mean? So, they're gonna split carries, and that's gonna be crazy, man. Just a back.
Talk to him.
I hope some creative shit happens, man. I just, you know what I mean? I just want the creative juices to flow for the offensive coordinator, man, Coach Dawson. And I think it's gonna be crazy, man. I love it.
Yeah. No, look, the way he's stacked it every year, because this is his third year, is big guy, speed guy, big guy, speed guy. So now you got top to bottom, you got Damian Martinez as your starter. You don't bring him in to sit. Let's keep it a buck. You got Damian Martinez. Mark Fletcher now gets his rest that he should have got last year, but that second big guy wasn't really ready yet. I don't even think they had that second big guy yet, because now they got Jordan Lyle.
Yeah.
They got Damian Martinez. Let's just go big guys. Damian Martinez, Mark Fletcher, Jordan Lyle. Right? Speed, AJ Allen, CJ, and Chris Willie Humphrey. Chris Willie Humphrey probably redshirt, being the sixth guy. Never know.
Yep.
That fam, like, we forget Mario's first year, we were playing an HBCU walk-on at one point because we had no depth in the running back room because everybody got hurt. Rooster got hurt. Don Chaney was hurt that whole season. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But yeah, we definitely got to rank them position by position. I think we do that next week. Next Wednesday, let's do that. Let's rank them. Let's rank the position groups where Miami stands, where we think Miami stands, in accordance with the other ones. So yeah.
Yep. Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. So today was ACC. We'll cover this real quick. Today was ACC Media Day. You know what I mean? Had Cam Ward, Kiko, Jalen Rivers, and Coach Cristobal up in Charlotte next year. We're gonna make this shit happen, Joe. Because listen, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I heard some questions that were dumb as shit. That I was like, how do these people have credentials? Like there was some like I don't understand. But I guess they're media. Some of that shit sounded made up. Like this is 2 Chainz Entertainment sources. Like what the fuck? What network is that? So I don't think that's real.
Let them rock, son. They out here.
They doing their thing, but I was like, son, if we gotta get up in there. You right there. Like you could drive, you know what I'm saying? Ain't even gotta catch a flight. You'll be direct. 38 days. You know what happens. You heard. You already know, man.
Max.
Juan Manuel already in the building. You heard, family. Happy birthday to Benny's mom. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. Ben and Joe, anything surprising? Thank you. Right in line, Juan. You staying with the chat. Appreciate that. Ben and Joe, anything surprising statements that caught your attention? Arnez Cooper, if you don't want to be here, then go. Joe, you want to handle that first?
Yeah, that's not that's not a surprising statement. That's been, people have been echoing that sentiment for a couple years now. You know what I mean? And with the new culture, man, with the culture that's being instilled, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? They're there to work. Coach Cristobal's favorite word is work, man. You know what I mean? It's work. The most surprising thing for me is that Mark Fletcher was going to be full go. That's the most surprising thing I heard today. Everything else, Coach Cristobal says the same things, same stuff, and his players echo that every time. You know what I mean? So, nah, man, nothing too surprising except for the Mark Fletcher thing.
Yeah, how you do anything is how you do everything. Fill in the blanks from there. You know what I mean? Mario's going to give you that coach speech. He's not going to talk about Florida, yada, yada, yada. So that's why, like, the press conference, they're not going to give you nothing. I think I was surprised that they confirmed Mark Fletcher because I would have held that shit out. I wouldn't have told nobody nothing. y'all ain't catching no information.
Yeah, we just lining up. You see number 4 coming out, looking stacked. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm ready. Like, you ain't even prepared for that. Oh.
Yeah, you see that 4, you might think it's Ruben Bain out there. You know what I mean? Like, so I wouldn't have said nothing to nobody about that one. Just catch them slipping on that. I'm surprised Mario let that out. I'm surprised the staff. Anybody was like, yeah. Fletcher's
but I mean, it would have came out like as soon as he's out at practice, everybody reporting that thing.
Yeah. I still would have. I would have had him like doing secret practices. I mean, just to hide that.
I would have put him in number 79 or some shit.
I would have had him with a visor, like a full face visor. Not really sure who he is. You know what I'm saying? Long sleep, just incognito, man. Wesley Joyner asks, "Is anyone going to the Miami at Florida game?" No, sir. We are not. We are not going to. I'm sure not. Look, there's a lot of
there's
people.
mad people going. There's a lot of people going, Wes.
Yeah, there's a lot of people going. I know the good people over at Kane's Insight got a thing going on up in Gainesville with Caneswear. Shout out to Caneswear. They got something going on up there. There's a bunch of people going, but I think I and Joe chose. I don't know if I chose, and then it just kind of happened. I chose not to go early because I was not sitting in that heat. And then Lex came through talking about having a watch party, so we're doing that in Orlando, over at a nice spot where we had the Florida State watch party. Hopefully, different ending this time. But yeah, look, Wes, if you're gonna go, have a great time, enjoy it, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head on the swivel.
Bring some bail money, man. Bring some bail money, fam.
Drink plenty of water because it is legitimately the swamp, fam. Like, it is nasty. It is going to be stupid because you're going to be tailgating at noon, maybe earlier. Gates might open like at 11. Just steaming, bro. Couldn't do it. So, yeah, there's a bunch of people going. You know what I mean? Just we're not one of them. That's just not happening. But yeah, so Cam was there. Didn't really say much. Did talk to the panel. You know, with what's the FSU quarterback? That was EJ. EJ? No, not DJ. No. EJ. The former quarterback. The also played for the Bills.
EJ Manuel.
Yeah, EJ Manuel was there. EJ Manuel was there. They were talking. They're like, look, there's a certain expectation that comes with playing with Miami. EJ Manuel's like, he's done first of all, phenomenal second carear. Shout out to him. Like,
Manuel,
I give credit.
He's one of my favorites up there, man. I like the wealth of knowledge he brings, man. And he's not biased. He doesn't show his bias. You know what I mean? I like that.
No. He'll have his little moments. Well, obviously, when Miami plays Florida State, that's just what it is. But like, other than that, he's really, really good at his job. Yeah. He said, "Look, there's a certain aura that comes with playing with Miami. You know, why did you choose that? Because that was one of the questions. I was honestly surprised, like how often they asked him that, and like what it means to be like a Miami Hurricanes quarterback. And he gave the typical standard answer. Look, it was a lot of back and forth. Every day it was one day NFL, one day Miami, one day NFL, one day Miami. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I chose Miami. But yeah, look, the press conferences are just because camp is about to kick off, and this is a week before all those schools kick off, man. So it was just cool to see Kiko out there and Jalen. Everybody just looks good. You know what I mean? And everybody looks healthy. Thank God for Mark Fletcher being healthy. Sadly, our guy Oregon Kane did tweet out that Zion Nelson has medically retired. Yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna go on a rant about it saddens me, bro. Like, the dude was a projected first round pick, and what did just, man, I wish whatever he does in his future is uber successful, because that dude gave everything to the University of Miami. You won't catch me saying no negative shit, nothing crazy, no belittling anything about Zion Nelson ever. I just hope his life is long and full and happy, man, because this sucks.
I remember his first game, man, in 2019
against Florida.
Against Florida and in Orlando. Matter of fact. Yeah, we were there, man. Me and Quentin was sitting in the stand, sitting next to James Williams. At the time, man, you know, that's when I knew James Williams was coming to Miami. I said it since then, you know, but yeah, man, I just remember just out there thinking like, damn, they set this man up. You know, they set this man up for failure out the gate, man. It was unfortunate that he had to start that game, but I'm sure he learned, you know, valuable lessons in that game, man. But, you know, even with that, you know, we played him real well. It was a good game, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zion Nelson was a consummate professional, man, and he played the game the right way, man, and he did his thing. I never heard him complain about anything or nothing, man. So salute to Zion, man.
Yeah, man. Just wish him the best, bro. Hope you know what I'm saying. Gets his degree and has a great career, whatever field he chooses, man.
Yeah, put that man
So
on
that's
staff, man. He might want to, put that man on staff.
hell yeah, analyst, easy. Like you can hire everybody right now. Let's say Wesley says, I live 30 minutes from games, but as a Miami fan, can't find anyone to go with. Man, then come on down to the watch party, man.
How far is Orlando? How is that? How far is that?
That's like I want to say like an hour and a half, probably like an hour 45. That's not bad. You know what I mean? Like you gotta hit like 75. You gotta hit 75 south of the turnpike. It might be a little bit, especially you know what I'm saying if you partake in some adult beverages that drive back. Also, but we got but our guy Lex from AFC from Flow took care of that too. Blocked a whole bunch of hotel rooms. So we got you covered if you don't want to drive back. But yeah, man. So yeah, ACC Media Day was what it was, man. You know what I mean? Like the guys are back. I think they already flew back. Is there any takeaways you had before we move on to the next?
Nah, man, it's typical. You know, typical media, typical questions, typical things you say to get ready. It just means for me, it just signifies that it's getting closer. That we getting closer, man. You know, when I see ACC Media Day, yeah, right, Rocky. It's time. It's time to get to work, man. They flying back, and they about to get to work next week, man. And yeah, that's the excitement of it for me.
Now, I do have a question for you before we move on.
Yeah.
Has this offseason program been the biggest change you've seen from one offseason to the next? Because there was a picture. Huh?
Body type wise?
Yeah, there's a young man that just came in June, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his name is Artavius Juggernaut Jones.
Juggernaut.
Listen, he's just got
but hold on, man. Juggernaut is a power lifter. So
yeah,
it ain't like Juggernaut. Yeah, it ain't like Juggernaut is not manly, just a beast already.
But you know what that does though? Other people are gonna want to lift with him, and they're gonna push the, you know what I mean? And they're and like so that's the type of shit I like. Like you have an alpha like that, like yo, this is what the guy do, and he lifts, and then other people. Marty Cook goes, "Hold up, son, I got the record over here at squat. I'm gonna show you what we do," and then just push each other. That's dope. That's the kind of competition I like to see.
Yeah, I definitely think the transformations have been what they are. Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck though. The last strength and conditioning coach, it was the same for me. You know, we saw transformations from the last strength and conditioning coach. To me, I mean, the pictures, the same thing. They do the side by side, and 5 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago. It's but I think they just were. I know the work. The work is the work, man. Them videos that Kane Football puts out, man, where they running the stadium steps.
Yeah.
Woo!
At Hard Rock.
Woo!
At Hard Rock, son. Honest Cooper out there with 60 pounds on his back.
Yeah,
man. Running up them steps.
That's not a game, and that's more mental. That's more mental. If you can get through it, that's testing your mental more than the physical. You know what I mean? So crazy.
That's what builds up the culture. That's what builds up a mentality. That's what builds up belief in yourself. When they're like,
when you go through that type of shit with your brothers, with your teammates, there's nothing that's gonna break y'all, man. When y'all go through that together, and y'all go through that adversity, man. Oh man, yeah. That's why football is the ultimate team sport, man. Ultimate
facts, 100%. Yeah, West. I'm up in Gainesville quite a bit, and yeah, I don't think they're taking it as seriously as they think they should. But they're also like being real, like dismissive, like it's just gonna be.
They don't feel confident. They don't feel good about it. They don't feel good.
They're lying to themselves. They're lying to themselves.
They're just not going to tell nobody else that. They're not going to say that to us, but they don't feel good. If they felt good, there'll be a lot more shit talking. There is not.
Yeah,
I haven't seen very much shit talking at all. They don't feel good.
The only thing I've seen is somebody crying that they had the cookout idea first or some stupid shit. Oh, because y'all invented. I saw somebody, I think it was like Javi Kane or something, Says, "Well, slow down there, Christopher Columbus. You didn't invent the cookout." I thought that shit was funny. Shout out to him. Juan Monagos, Ben and Joe, I haven't been this excited for this receiver tight end. Postword, I think I can field 2 ACC starting receiver squads with a wide receiver room. Give me your 3 money receivers, 1 joker. Ooh, okay, all right. That's a hell of a question. What you got, Joey? I want to think on
3 money wide receivers on our team.
Here, let's go like this. You gotta choose a joker first. Who's your joker?
The joker is Shimmy Shamar Kirk. That's the joker right there.
Solid.
That's my joker. All right, who's your joker, man? We'll go back and forth because it's
JoJo
Trader is the joker. So money receiver is X. Obviously, that's some money. Jacoby is money for me.
JG3. It's Horton or Sam Brown, right? It goes between.
I don't know because I haven't seen it.
Sam Brown.
I want to say Elijah Arroyo. You know what I mean? Because I think he can be money. We talking about tight end. Oh, he's saying receive just receivers. Then I gotta say Horton. Yeah, I gotta say Horton.
Yeah, I go with Horton. I think that's a consensus there. Besides a joker, son. Look, you want to know what JoJo? He's a problem. So like, if he's
on the game, he's a very much problem.
Like he catches, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he catches, like, yo, this. But look, Flo, but also Flo's been telling us, right? Like, yo, JoJo, like again, like we're dismissive. Not we, but like people are dismissive of JoJo because he's not Jeremiah. Son, JoJo's a motherfucker. Like JoJo's a motherfucker.
Yeah, he's not like JoJo, but you know me. You know what I mean? Like I gotta see. That's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. We on some cool shit on some. You know what I mean? On some cool shit. I gotta see that. I gotta see that joint.
Yeah.
I gotta see it in the swamp. If you get snaps in the swamp, I gotta see it. I gotta see it in ACC play. I gotta see it for the whole season. You know, I
gotta see that rotation. I gotta see you getting more and more snaps and eating away at other people's snaps. I gotta see all that shit. I'm with you on that. Ray, I gotta see Ray. I gotta see Ray eating up some snaps too. Ray, I want Ray on. Yeah. You know what I mean? While Joker was JoJo or Nightcar. I didn't even think of Nightcar. Look at his room. We didn't even mention. We didn't even mention Nightcar.
Yeah.
That's a problem. All right. So I decided I would actually write down some things to talk about before my old ass forgot what I wanted to talk about.
Oh man.
No, it's not crazy. No rants.
We gotta discuss the scholarships, man.
Yeah, that's on the list. Let's go right to that. Let's go
Chance
right
Robinson.
to that. Yeah, Chance Rock. What is that, like 10 receivers? Just off the top. Chance got big too. Chance's pops is big, so that was in that DNA. He don't even wear. You know what I mean, shout out to Chance's pops, and put his career out there. All right, so 105 scholarships. Woo. Starting next season. If y'all didn't hear, the big two, right? The SEC and Big Ten decided they're going to go to 105. So the NCAA goes, all right, well, I guess we're going to 105, right? That's basically what the fuck happened.
I feel like Nick Saban still runs shit over there. I feel like Tricky Nicky still gets on the phone like, yo, man.
He doing all he is a super PAC, you know what I'm saying, NIL dude. Like he's the face of, like, he shakes their hands, kisses the babies. The board just comes in like, hey, so do you want to play here? I'm a great offensive guy. And that's just kind of how they close the deal. That's you know what I'm saying? They got 2 head coaches over there. I wonder how that's gonna work when the season kicks off, because that'll be crazy. But yeah, 105 scholarships for each and every team. Now, the question you had posed in the chat is, how would that affect it? Like, would that be more transferable? I think, for me, this is my take, I think it's going to be more high school. So we were this year that, look, we hadn't done the number, we hadn't crushed the numbers yet of how many people are leaving, how many people are, you know what I mean? Like, so we're like, shit, we're thinking of the 85 limit. Now we don't have to worry about that shit. Now we can.
100, and that's 20 more people. Son.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
I
a
know. Son.
lot more
Not
people in the
counting,
building.
not counting walk-ons, fam.
Do
Because you
you
still
need
get walk.
walk-ons? Do you
Yes,
need
of course,
walk-ons?
you need walk-ons.
I
Absolutely.
mean, as many because you have now, if you have scholarship scout teams, that
Yep.
shit is like more competitive,
Yep.
crazy. You know what I mean? If you got scholarship
High.
scout
Because now you
teams
do.
now, woo.
Now you do. Now you got multiple red shirts that are
Yeah,
practicing. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like 20, like understand how 20 is an entire recruiting class by itself, right? Like
yeah.
if you go to the 20 to 25. So we were thinking this year's class was going to be small. That shit's out the window. That could be as big as you
Yeah,
fucking
'cause
want it to
next
be.
year you could keep everybody.
Next
But
year,
next
everybody
year,
can
it
come back.
starts next year, right?
Yeah, this upcoming class.
Oh, August. Well, August. Well, it starts
Yeah,
this
look,
calendar year.
this calendar year.
So in
Yeah,
December, you can have 105 players
yeah.
signing
Heading
day.
into
Shit.
signing day, you could have you coming in. Yeah, 100. Yeah, that opens up the recruiting are kicked down, son. Because I thought we were gonna have to. I was starting to look. I think we're already near 20, like high teens. I was like, "Fuck! All right, we're starting to look like who are we gonna have to kick out? Who's gonna have to leave? Who's gonna have to graduating? Because Jalen Rivers was in right because he has a year because he came in the COVID year. David Martinez could stay. Now those things, if David Martinez doesn't like his draft grade or whatever, right? His third pick, he could come back. You know what I mean? And elevate that pick. If the in front of him right now, the EFF, he's the 10th ranked running back. Next year he might be better, and you know what I mean. Higher draft grade means more money. Also, NIL, he comes back, it means more money. So that extra 20 is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Squad is
now the
Brian,
cats that you took that are supposed to be projects. Now you know you ain't got to drop them. You keep them.
You ain't got to drop. Yeah, the 2-3 year guy have to go. Oh, did I just cut out? The
Yeah, you in the
2-3 year
matrix.
guy. Damn, the 2 to 3 guy doesn't have to go anymore. You know what I mean? He could hang out.
Yeah.
SMU said today had the best wide receiver room. They ain't played one game in the ACC. I can't name
Hey
one
Brian,
wide
man,
receiver.
let them rock, man. Let them rock, Brian, man. They gotta, you know, they feeling themselves. They
got
had a good
160.
year. They just won their conference, so you know.
Also, $60 million in 1 month is what they made. So donated. So they could talk all they. That's why they did money when they came into the ACC, which is.
And they just sold out the FSU game today.
But crazy. That's I mean, it is pony. Like they have a history. They've did it before. Mario celebrating out of one high school recruiting and getting into. Absolutely, it is not. Am I bad? My internet.
It's getting it's a little jumpy.
All right, I'm gonna jump out real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, let's go through these comments, man. Let's start. Juan, so Parody go bye-bye with 105 scholarships. So the thing is, I don't know if the lower schools, you know, the schools lower on the scales can like hold 105 scholarships. That's a lot more money, man. That's a lot more scholarship money. That's some more NIL money. You know, so you asking a team like I don't know, Tulane or something to be able to dish out 20 more scholarships a year. That's going to be harsh, man. I think, yeah, I think it's going to be, we're just moving closer to the big two conferences, man. That's it. The money talks, and the rest of that stuff just, if you can't keep up money wise, you're not going to be able to play in the major conferences. Star saying, so now they're gonna stretch it out too on top of NIL. Right. Yeah, man. That's crazy. I kind of understand why coaches are choosing to not deal with this, to either go to the NFL or just straight up retire. Because it's really a grind. Like what you see Coach Cristobal do, man, it's really a grind, and you have to have a staff that has the same mentality as you have. So, like, you may get 2 weeks off per year as a staff, especially under Coach Cristobal, who's going to work. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's crazy. Wes, man, if we win 10 games, recruiting is going to be easy. 105 5. Yeah.
Start from scratch.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's definitely gonna get easier because, again, we said this before, man. That's all these youngsters are waiting for. They're waiting for Miami to win. Like, everything is set up. Miami's in a prime location. You know what I mean? The NIL opportunities are crazy. The business opportunities are crazy. Life after football is crazy. The visuals are crazy. The campus is very intimate, small. It's a private school. Man, listen.
Getting better.
It's set up. It's set up. Winning. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mario said that's right. Mario said today, NIL is always, man, it's just legal now. Facts, and we all know that, right? We all know that. He's probably throwing some shots, but we all know what it is or what it was, So all money's legal now, So
all money,
yeah,
all money. Let's see what Jay Singh has to say. All I hear is 20 more kids at OU getting Dodge Rams and more Texas kids getting Lambos. They're not all getting Lambos. That's a super 5 stars. Trying to make that happen, man. Hey, man, y'all make sure. Let me know if I'm in the Matrix at any time here, Joe. Y'all make sure to scan the merch, man. Right here, scan the QR code for the merch. YouHeardPodcast.com/merch. You see it. You know how we do, man. Got the Fuck the Big Three is just Big We. Got the Let Them Cook on there. Got the Wake Me Up in December. You know what I mean? All the things we talk about on the show on there. You know what I mean? All saluted in Kane's colors. Let's see what else we got here.
Yeah, man. We're going to be dropping some new stuff when the season starts, man. Cooking up ideas right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, we got some new things coming down the pipe, man. 20 more players on the team. This kid's really going to be crying about playing time now. I mean, but the NIL stretches. So kids are. It's you just got to get the right ones, man. That's where the evaluation process comes from. Because that's going to be a lot. 20 more personalities. That's a lot of raw management and people management. So it comes down. Continue with the evaluation, and see what happens. Because players are going to transfer too. We're not safe from that. People are going to transfer out of our program, go to other programs, and see where they can find better opportunities, and then you just live and learn, and you adjust to the new game plans, man. That's just all. That's it. Ain't not too crazy. All right, Joe. We haven't done our season breakdown yet. We've done our game by game. Kind of the big games. We skipped Ball State and HBCU. No disrespect, but we'll talk about y'all the week of. What I wanted to ask you was. It is. I mean, but I said no disrespect though. You know what I mean? I said it. I
That
said no
makes it right.
disrespect.
Facts.
That makes it better. That makes it better.
Yeah. Facts.
Now,
With all due respect.
you know, I started saying some shit out like with all disrespect. I feel like that's the more accurate way to say that.
Yeah.
But so we got the 13 games on the docket. ACC championship in Charlotte. Let's say
Buy my tickets.
what I wanted to ask. Yeah, you got your tickets already?
Nah, they're not on sale yet.
How we win matter? Let's say 10-3, right? Because they're 10-3, 11-2. Does 2017 type victories?
Yep.
Or you know what I mean for those 11, or more 10. Let's say 3-point victories in those 11 games, 3 to 7-point victories, right? Or 10 to 15 to 18-point victories. Is how we win, and does how we win going to matter in the perception of how far this team has come under the of, you know what I mean, the best recruiter we've had here since Butch, if we keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? Because it's just what he's done in 3 years. That's the wins and losses have been not great, but you know what I mean, the roster is definitely serious. So what do you think?
Yeah. Optics always matters, man. The optics always matter. 2017, although we were excited about the wins, people who know football knew that it wasn't popping like that. They knew when we got to the ACC championship what was going to happen. So and we saw it. We saw what happened. Yeah, and it's the same way, man. The first game, if we beat Florida by 3 points, I'm not concerned about that. That's a win in a tough environment against an
First game of the
SEC
season.
team with talent. Like, they have talent. Let's not act like they don't have talent. Now, if we go through the season and we struggling with Ball State and we go down to the wire with USF, I don't care what y'all saying about USF, man. Nah, it shouldn't matter. And we have Georgia Tech issues again and all that, then yeah, that's definitely something to be concerned about. Definitely something, and that's the optics thing. If we win 10-11 and we struggling every win, because winning is hard, but you can see the difference. You can see the difference, man. And yes, those optics are very important. Very important.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like, last year's losses were close, right? But you started to see the effort and all those things. This year, it needs to be that step forward. It needs to be a step ahead. It needs to be better. And I mean, look, the wins have to improve. You can't do 7-6 again. And I see your comment. Give me a second. But yeah, it just, the talent is there, right? Like, just running. We were talking about just the wide receiver room. There was things we forgot that we expect to contribute at some part during the season. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know when Nycar is going to have a pop-up game, when Shimmy is going to have a moment. You know what I mean? When JoJo has his breakout game. Would be crazy if it's game 1 against Florida. You know what I mean? Elijah Arroyo finally pops off and has a healthy year. Like, the talent is there and this is on offense. Defense, I'm honestly not so much worried about, except for the secondary. But that's really just depth-wise, because the top 3 are really good corners. So the Jadias Richard, the Damari Brown, and DP2. So yeah, it's just how we win is going to matter, because if we do struggle, let's say 31-27 against Ball State, that's not going to be a fun show on Sunday after that game. I'm not going to be out here like, hey, wins the win. Nah, fuck that. Y'all can go back and watch
a show nationally. Like, it's not going to be a fun show nationally, man. College football live and all them. Like, it's and not that what they think really matters. What matters is what goes on inside the building. But
right.
It has to look different. Yes, it has to look different.
It has. Facts. All right, let's see what Mario Christopher says. You FSU fans are both claiming their QBs are going to win the Heisman. Yeah, they're crazy. That's not going to happen. Even though, yeah, just nah. I'll get to roasting them the week of. Mario Christopher, I'm telling you, man, for the first time in my life, FSU fans have overtaken UF fans and being the most delusional. It feels like also we got to talk about the ACC commissioner roasting him again.
But that's what happens when you go 13-0, fam. Like you can't. That's what happens. Even though you've been trash, leading up to this, but when you go 13-0, you can't tell me shit until we not 13-0. You know what I mean? You can't tell me that. I get it.
But I could also see even a garbage can gets a steak, is what I'll say to that.
I mean,
Yeah, they got the steak though. They got the steak. So the new coaching staff also allowed to be increased. Yes, it's unlimited analysts.
Unlimited and
yeah. With 105 scholarships,
everybody can coach. You get a whistle. You get a whistle. You get a whistle. You get a whistle. Yeah.
I just want to watch a practice. I don't give a fuck about a whistle. Just let me watch a practice, man. Close wins only and blowouts. So does it matter? Like if we go, let's say 31-27 against Ball State and 17-13 against USF, you gonna be feeling good? Like as the fan when
hold on. Again, the scores are not always indicative of what it looked like on the field. You know what I mean? So we have to look at
2017. I'm talking like my mentality is like 2017.
Nah, 17. But you saw 27. Like 2017, yeah. You know what I mean? But 31-27 against Ball State. Let's say, we just happen
31.
We just happen to come out, man. We fumbling and shit and throwing picks and you know what I mean? And
I want those games. I want those games over at halftime.
Yeah. Like when we went to Temple and what we did to Temple. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed
to be. What it's supposed to be. Yes.
We did that for the most part last year against the teams we were supposed to do it to. For the most part.
Yeah. So for the most part. Virginia was one that snuck up in there. Ralph says there's so much negativity in the talk. What are we talking about? This team is too stacked. Why should they lose? We're not saying what we're saying the perception, man. We're talking about the perception of we're saying if they go 11-2, but every game is sluggish and close. Mm-hmm. The perception and the optics of that, what is it? We're just saying hypothetical, man. This isn't.
And Ralph, there's plenty of reasons to lose. You know what I mean? There's plenty of reasons to win. There's plenty of reasons to lose. You know what I mean? So,
no game is given.
Yeah, there's definitely, it has to get done on the field. I know we're looking at the roster and saying, hey, man, this is the best roster in the country, whatever. A lot of times it's been the best roster in the game. You know what I mean? So,
Ralph, I think what Joe's trying to say in the next way is we are not the believers in this show, or I don't know if I can speak for all four of us.
Sunshine pumpers, is that what they call them?
Yeah, we're not the off-season champs people here. We are if you hear us say wake me up in December, that very much so tells you we're wait and see. What they did in the offseason doesn't mean shit to me. I don't care I don't care who's quarterback. It has to be proven. Because fam, every year for the last 20 years is we have the more talented roster. Yeah, we might not have the depth. And I don't care. It needs to be proven. Like if they come, like it has to be. Till it is, that's just what it is. I don't do offseason champ shit. I don't wear second shirts, man. I don't. Just not a thing that happens. It's not the way we approach it, and it's not being negative. But we're saying like 2017, we felt good, right? When Trajan Bandy got that pick six. But if you remember that year, we barely beat the Georgia Tech that had a quarterback that couldn't throw the ball past 8 yards. Like it was not a fun season because every game was tense. Every
Except for
game
those
was
two games, back to
except for
back.
those.
Virginia Tech and Notre Dame, back to back. Two fucking phenomenal games.
Yeah, except for those two, every other thing was a dog with guys who are now insurance and never made it to the league. You know what I mean? So Mario Cristobal says, I won't mind close games against UF, FSU, VT, and Louisville. Okay, so 4 close games. So a possibility of 8-4. If we have close games against USF, Cal, Ball State, and others, I'll be pissed. Facts. See, like that's what that I'm with you on that. First of all, Cal is solid though. Like we broke down Cal on Sunday. They did have a really solid transfer portal. You know, they had the 4th ranked transfer portal. Which I had no idea. I was ready to see them be last if I'm keeping it a buck. Cal had a top 4 transfer portal in the ACC. USF, they're feeling themselves. I don't know. Like, I mean, they got to do their thing because whatever. Ball State, I can't mention 3 players, 1 player on that team, but UF, FSU, these are the games. Those are the games that I want to see. I want to see them stand up. But they just have to show up for the other games. They just not be mentally weak and just be prepared. You know what I mean? Brian Fowler says Flo was struggling on the golf course. 126 on hole. Jesus. Hope he just joined his vacation. I love y'all. Always have a good time. Appreciate you, Brian, man. Just outed Flo having this shit there at the golf course. Just ain't even asking. Wasn't even in the conversation, Brian.
Next time I speak to Flo, I'm gonna just say 126, man. That's
126, man.
Yeah, 126 was good, man.
Ooh, this is a good one. Is there a sneaky team in the ACC? Manny Diaz, Duke, with that QB, Manny Diaz novelty. You just got to run counter. Not worried about him. Till team figures him out, could upset some. I think SMU. If we keeping it a buck, SMU's going to be a problem, man.
I think SMU's good, man. And they got two quarterbacks that are good, that are very solid, man. I don't know.
NC State?
SMU? Yeah, I guess. NC State, to me, NC State is not sneaky. NC State is good. Like, NC State been good, State man. They're always solid. You know. Yeah. I'll say, well, on our schedule, I'm gonna have to say Cal. You know what I mean? On our schedule. Because when you have that running back and you have a decent quarterback and you have an O-line, a coach, a head coach that's an O-line coach like ours, you know you're gonna get good trench play. You know, so I think Cal is gonna do that, man.
Yeah. Cal, I would say VT, just because the amount of returning starters that they have. I think they basically returned everybody on both sides of the ball.
And they have a quarterback, man. You know, having a quarterback is huge.
Yeah, Connor Jones is a problem, and that running back that they have is very hard to see over the O-line. Juan says, "Why SMU?" Because you take aside the part that you're coming from the G5, right? This is Brett Lashley's third or fourth year. No, third year. His third year in the program. He's built it. He has the players he wants on the scheme, and he's backed by a lot of money. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Again, like, in 1 month, they raised over $160 million. SMU has a lot of oil money, man. When you have that, you have the ability to recruit. You have the ability to get guys from the transfer portal. Look, there's a guy on that team, Elijah Roberts, shout out to him, man, and his family, you know what I'm saying, that balled out and was at the ACC Media Day, is one of the best defensive ends in the country. You know what I mean? One of the best edge rushers in the country. Like, they've done really solid work over there. Just because we haven't watched them, you know what I mean? But, like, now that they're in our conference, there's a good chance that might be a team, if we play we get right, and we play that might be a team we see in the ACC championship game. Like, they have all the chances to handle their business. You know what I mean? Like, they got Florida State at SM. Florida State travels to SMU. There's gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, that's a big time game. So yeah, SMU's not to be slept on, man. That's
the only thing that SMU has to make sure that's addressed is the line of scrimmage, D line, O line. You know what I mean? They have a very solid D line and they have a very solid D line coach. Offensive line, I don't know. The offensive line may struggle a little bit because there's a lot of good D lines in the ACC.
There is.
But once they get that going, it's gonna be all right out there, man. SMU trying to make a comeback. They got a lot of support. SMU has a lot of support, son. So
yeah.
I forgot they got Rashard, son. I forgot.
They got Rashard. Yeah, they got Rashard.
Yeah,
they got everybody. Yeah, well. Did y'all see what the Wisconsin head coach said about Miami's handling over? Yeah, the article, I don't remember. I read it. I don't remember him actually saying anything specific. It was just, remember, editors write the headlines, writers read, do the reporting. It was misleading, man. Wish Tyler the best. We're not, new season about to kick off, man. We off that. We off that. So Faith Family Football, shout out to you, man. You heard SMU returns all 6 wide receivers plus Rashard, plus their QB and Knight.
Yeah.
And Knight, they were good last year. Have many returning players last year can coach 100%. 100%. He can't be discredited, man.
Absolutely.
100%. The title makes it seem like he was sliding Mario, but really what he said is that it's hard to develop when you have 3 different OCs in 3 different years. Yeah,
that's exactly 100%. What he said. And he's not wrong in saying that. You know what I mean? That's
not at all.
Definitely the case. Yeah.
100%. SMU started NIL in the 80s. Facts. Yeah. They've been doing this shit.
Got that. Didn't they get the death penalty for a minute?
Yeah, they did. They shut down.
They shut the program. Yeah, they shut it down.
They'll turn the lights off in this motherfucker. All right, Joe. Before we get up out of here, man, give me 3 players that you're going to be focused on during fall camp. To be taking a big bounce. Even it could be newcomer, transfer portal, it could be anything. 3 guys. Could be however you want. If you want to go all offense, all defense, however you want to split it. You let me know. 3 guys.
For me, it's more gonna be about the group. Like I want to see how they treat the O-line. Like, is it gonna be best 5? Is it gonna be, you gotta have tackles playing tackles, guards playing guards, or is it gonna be best 5? Like, from left to, are they gonna move Jalen Rivers inside? Are they gonna move CC inside? You know what I mean? To have, Markel Bell on one side or Sampson at one tackle. How they're going to do the O-line. I want to see how they're going to do that and how that's going to mesh. I want to see how the running back room is going to look as well. You know what I mean? How you going to use Fletch and Damian Martinez. I want to see how that's going to work. And I also want to see, if we talk about one play, I want to see how Akeem Mesidor looks and how he's used. Because if you remember, man, Akeem Mesidor used to get busy. Like Akeem Mesidor in 2022, was that guy. Like I think he had 8 sacks. You know what I mean? He was getting busy, man, playing 3 tech and outside. He was getting busy, man. So I want to see if he gets back to form, so.
And now, big thing about Mezzi is that he's open now again to playing inside. Where when he came here initially, he's like, he's gonna have to. Yeah, the edges are crazy. All right, so you went groups. I'll go the obvious. I'll go safeties. I'll go see who pops up there. See if Markeith takes a step and challenges a Jaden Harris. Because to me right now is Jaden Harris and Mish, right? See the 2 safeties. If there's one player on the D line, since you went, I'll go Tyler Barron. I want to see what he brings to the table because we didn't see him in spring. We have no knowledge. I don't think he really practiced at Louisville because he was recovering from the injury. And on the offensive side of the ball, man, it's going to be CJ. I need to see him on the field, man. He needs to get not just
No,
because of
this
the
ain't
game.
the game, son. It is because of the game.
No. I mean, no. It's because we haven't had a guy like that. You know what I mean? In a minute. First of all, I just got him, so I haven't even used him to his full potential in the game. We're keeping it all the way a buck, so I'm not disillusioned like some people. And now I'm hyped up off the game for JoJo, but yeah, those are my positions, man. And once we get closer and we start looking at it more, we'll break down a couple position groups day by day, and like Joe said at the beginning, we'll break down who has the the best position groups in the conference. I think you want to do the whole conference, or you want to do just teams we face? Like, do we have a better position group? Where are we better than them?
Conference, man. I think the whole conference, just to see where we stack. And I think when we look at it, if you look at it objectively, take off the orange and green shades, that
Facts.
really we'll see that we kind of have at least a top 3 group everywhere for real.
Yep.
Even in the buck position groups, except for maybe a couple spots, but there's a lot of people who may have a strong number 1 running back, but then behind them you don't know
nothing.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, look at it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel you on that. Let's see what Ant says. There's no reason for our D line not to dominate. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty.
I agree with that.
I wonder if Armando Blood's gonna get snaps, if Justin Scott's gonna get snaps. Hopefully, Josh Horton is healthy, and that's just the interior. You still got C.J. Clark, Martin Cook, Simeon Barrow. Like that's just off the top. I forgot anybody. That's just more Artavius Jones. That's just more bodies in there, man. Like the depth is there, and we just gotta see. And we just got to see if it's quality depth or just more of the same. If we, you know what I mean? Like, let's keep it all the way at that. Like, let's keep it all the way 1,000. Like, we got to see if it's or evaluate the process work.
I really think Coach Guidry, man, is going to really jump in his bag this season, man. Like the depth he has, and he's going to be allowed to do a lot of things, man, and he has these guys kind of fresh, you know what I mean? Because, there's definitely no slight to James and Cam. They did their thing. They held it down, but they were vets and they've been in the program for like 4 years. So they kind of was working on, kind of doing their thing, doing their own thing for real. You got cats now who Coach Guidry actually has taught. You know what I mean? He's actually taught them guys, man. And, man, listen, I think he's going to be in his bag in this year, too. Man. So, yeah.
Before we get up out of here, early, this just came popped into my head. Who is no Cam, no Martinez, right? Because I think that's who's your player, early prediction. Who's your player of the year for the Kings this year? One.
You cut out player of the year. Just one.
Yeah, just pick
offense
one.
And defense.
Yeah.
Ruben Bain.
No Cameron, no Martinez. No.
Ruben.
I think he's gonna. Is he gonna do both sides of the ball? Is he gonna be tight end too?
Nah, you said player of the year. You're cutting out. So offensive and defensive player of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Ruben Bain on defense. Nope. You know what? I'm gonna give a hot take. You know what I mean?
Okay,
so on defense, Damari Brown on defense.
I like that.
On offense, Jacoby George.
I like it. Elijah Arroyo on offense, and Jaden Harris on defense. Is my. I just think Jaden Harris is.
He gonna take over for Cam. He's the high safety. He gonna be picking that shit. He gonna be picking.
Yeah, man. Y'all, hey, look, y'all on the rewatch. Juan Manuel says it. He has Jojo and Francisco. Well, everybody in the comments, man, in the rewatch squad, leave your the year early prediction. I mean, it's started yet. None of that. Just throw it out. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're cooking. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man. Gave y'all 60 minutes. We're about to bounce up out of here, man. Appreciate you guys. I'm probably glitchy. I can feel it. I appreciate y'all, man. We out of here. Peace.